Welcome to online classes DO Nalgonda. This is P. Prasad from TSMS Battalapalam. Today I am going to discuss about the formation of covalent bond. So how the covalent bond is formed in between atoms. In previous class we have discussed about the formation of ionic bond, which is formed by loss of gain of electrons in between atoms. That means by loss of gain of electrons there is ions will be formed. So by loss of electron, which ion will be formed? Cation. By gain of electron, anion will be formed. So when these two ions comes closer, there exists an electrostatic force of attraction between them. It helps both the ions. So that is called formation of ionic bond. Today we are going to discuss about the formation of a covalent bond, which is formed by sharing of electron between two atoms. Okay. So first of all I am going to the definition of covalent bond. So what is the definition? The chemical bond which is formed by sharing of electrons, mutual sharing of electrons between atoms is called covalent bond. So for that I am taking formation of H2 molecule. So by using Lewis dot symbols of atoms, we can understand easily the formation of covalent bond between atoms. Okay. So first of all I am taking formation of H2 molecule. So to form H2 molecule, two hydrogen atoms are required. So I am writing the Lewis dot structures of hydrogen atoms, both hydrogen atoms. Okay, Lewis dot symbols. So when these two atoms comes closer, the sharing of electrons takes place between them. Okay, when two atoms comes closer, the sharing of electrons takes place between them. So like that covalent bond is formed between two hydrogen atoms. So how many sharings are there here? One sharing is one shared pair is shared pair. So this shared pair is also represented by hyphen symbol H. Okay, in between them we have to write a hyphen. Okay, this is the formation of H2 molecule. Why hydrogen gets stability means it gets its nearest noble gas configuration, that means helium electronic configuration. Okay, this is formation of H2. Second example is formation of F2 molecule. Formation of F2 molecule. So what are the Lewis dot symbol of fluorine atoms? Fluorine belongs to 7th A group. Otherwise it consists of 7 valence electrons in the outermost shell. So we have to write 7 dots around the fluorine symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I am taking another fluorine atom. It is also consists same 7 electrons, okay, in the valence shell. So when these two fluorine atoms requires 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Okay, రెండిటికి outermost లో 8 electrons కావాలి. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఎప్పుడు అది పాసిబుల్ అవుతుంది? When these two fluorine atoms mutually shares the electrons. Okay, so like this. Okay, the 7th electron of each fluorine atom is shared, mutually shared. That means the shared electrons belongs to two fluorine atoms here. అంటే ఈ రెండు ఎలక్ట్రాన్లు ఇప్పుడు ఇద్దరికి వర్తిస్తాయి అన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఫ్లోరిన్ ఆటంలోకి మనం వైలెన్స్ షెల్లో ఉన్న ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ని కౌంట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? ఫస్ట్ ఈ ఫ్లోరిన్ ఆటం తీసుకుంటున్నాను. 2, 2, 4, 2, 6 plus 2. Total how many electrons are there? 8 electrons. For this fluorine atom also 2 to 4 to 6 plus 2, 8 electrons. That means by sharing the each fluorine atom gets 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So how many shared pairs are there? One shared pair is there. So the shared pair is called also, it is also called as bond pair antam that. So bond pair can be represented by hyphens. So how many bond pairs are there in between two fluorine atoms? Only one bond pair or shared pair. Okay, it is represented by one hyphen. So okay, this is also called bond pair. So if one bond pair is present in between them, that is also called a single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. Okay. Next I am taking third example is formation of O2 molecule. Formation of O2 oxygen molecule. How the oxygen molecule is formed from the atoms. So to form oxygen molecule, two oxygen atoms are required. So what is the Lewis dot structure of oxygen? So oxygen belongs to 6th group, or it consists of 6 valence electrons in the outermost shell. So we have to write 6 dots around the oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So another oxygen atom also consists of same 6 electrons in the outermost shell. So here each atom is required 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So to get 8 electrons, these 2 electrons are shared between 2 oxygen atoms. These 2 electrons also shared between them. Okay. So by sharing these 2 electrons, so these two electrons are shared between them, mutually shared between them. Mutual means these 2 electrons belongs to both the oxygen atoms. Okay. So from this the first oxygen atom here, the first oxygen atom also gets 8 electrons in the outermost shell. The second oxygen atom also gets 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So both the oxygen atom gets 8 electrons in the outermost shell. That means I am counting here 2 to 4 to 6 plus 2, 8 electrons. Here also 2 to 4 plus 2, 8 electrons. So by sharing both the atom gets 8 electrons in the outermost shell. That means they follows octet rule. Okay. So this is formation of O2 molecule. Next I am going to discuss another molecule for the formation of a covalent bond. That is the formation of nitrogen molecule. Formation of nitrogen means it is diatomic N2 molecule. So for formation of N2 molecule, how many nitrogen atoms are required? 2 nitrogen atoms are required. So what is the Lewis dot structure of nitrogen atom? Nitrogen belongs to 5th A group, or it consists of 5 valence electrons. So we have to write 5 dots around the symbol of nitrogen atom. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Same like this, I am taking another nitrogen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here now each nitrogen atom requires 8 electrons in the outermost shell. For that the sharing of electrons, these 2 electrons goes to sharing. These 2 electrons also goes to sharing. These 2 electrons also goes to sharing. So how many shared pairs will be formed in between 2 nitrogen atoms? 3 shared pairs will be formed. 3 shared pairs. 1, 2, 2, 3. How many shared pairs are there? 2 shared pairs are there. Okay. So we have to write 3 hyphens between them. 3 hyphens between them. That means how many bond pairs are there? 3 bond pairs. That means 3 bond pairs are there. It means we have to say it is called a triple covalent bond. Triple covalent bond. But in the case of oxygen, how many bond pairs are there? 2 bond pairs. So we have to write here 2 hyphens. That means it is called double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Okay. If one bond pair is there, it is called a single covalent bond between atoms. If 2 bond pairs are there in between 2 atoms, it is called a double covalent bond. Okay. If 3 bond pairs are there, okay, it is called a triple covalent bond. Okay. So this is the formation of a covalent bond in between diatomic molecules. So I am going to discuss with another example, polyatomic molecule now, that is a formation of a water molecule. Formation of a water molecule. Okay, so that is called 5th example here, formation of H2O. What is the symbol of formula of water? H2O. H2O molecule. So what is the central atom in oxygen atom? H2O. The central atom is oxygen here. So oxygen belongs to 6th A group. That means it consists 6 valence electrons in the outermost shell, valency shell. So here oxygen requires 2 electrons. Okay. Here how many hydrogen atoms are there? 2 hydrogen atoms. So each hydrogen atom in the valence shell consists single electrons. So these unpaired or the single electrons are shared by the single electron of a hydrogen atom, like this. Okay. When these 2 atoms comes closer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 5th electron is shared with the electron of hydrogen. The 6th electron also shared with the electron of hydrogen atom. So this is also represented as, these bond pairs can be represented as hyphens. So when okay, the electron pairs around the oxygen atom, which is does not involve in the formation of a bond, they are called lone pair. Which are involved in the bonding is called bond pairs. Okay, this is called formation of a water molecule. Next we have to go to another example, formation of a CH4 molecule. Formation of a CH4 molecule. The 6th one is formation of CH4 molecule. Okay. So what is the central atom in CH4 molecule? The central atom is here carbon atom. So carbon atom belongs to 4th A group, mean it consists of 4 valence electrons. To get 8 octet rule, it requires 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So how many hydrogen atoms are there? 4 hydrogen atoms are there. So each hydrogen atom consists of single electron in the outermost shell. So when these 2 atoms comes closer, the 4 hydrogen atoms shares the electrons with the carbon atom. So here the first electron shares the electron of hydrogen atom. Okay. Like the bond pair is formed like this. The second electron and the electron of hydrogen atom will be shared like this. The third electron of carbon atom and electron of hydrogen atom is shared like this. Okay. The 4th electron of carbon atom, next the electron of hydrogen atom shared like this. So like that the 4 single covalent bonds formed around the carbon atom. Okay, these can be represented as 4 single covalent bonds. Okay, formed around the carbon atom. So like that CH4, methane, it is also called methane molecule will be formed. Okay, so these are the examples for the formation of covalent bond. Next we have to go to another topic, bond parameters. Okay, bond parameters. So to understand bond, about the bond, we need to understand bond parameters. What are the bond parameters? Bond parameters are first one, bond length, second one, bond energy, the third one is bond angle. So first of all, what is called bond length? We have to discuss about what is called bond length. So when two atoms are bonded by a single covalent bond or any bond, double or triple bond, so then the internuclear distance between them, okay, the internuclear distance between the internuclear distance between the two atoms which are bonded. So bond అయిన రెండు ఆటమ్స్ న్యూక్లియస్లో మధ్యలో ఉన్న దూరాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే బాండ్ లెంత్ అంటాం. సో ఇట్ కెన్ బి, వాట్ ఆర్ ద యూనిట్స్ ఫర్ ద బాండ్ లెంత్? సో ఇట్ కెన్ బి మెజర్డ్ ఇన్ ది ఆంగ్స్ట్రామ్ యూనిట్స్ or nanometers or picometers. 1 angstrom means how many meters? 10 power minus 8 meters. 1 nanometer means 10 power minus 9 meter. Picometer means 10 power minus 12 meters. Okay, so these are the units for the measurement of bond length. So let here two atoms are bonded by single covalent bond like this. So here what is called bond length? The internuclear distance, the distance between the two nucleus of the atoms. The distance between the two nucleus of atoms is called bond length. So to measure the bond length, we use the units are angstrom, nanometers, picometers. Next, what is the second parameter? Bond energy. So bond energy is the energy required to break a bond. రెండు ఆటమ్స్ మధ్యలో బాండ్ను విడగొట్టడానికి ఎనర్జీ కావాలి. ఆ రిక్వైర్డ్ ఎనర్జీని ఏమంటాం? బాండ్ ఎనర్జీ అంటాం. సో వాట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ బాండ్ ఎనర్జీ? ద ఎనర్జీ రిక్వైర్డ్ to break a bond. Okay, to break a bond between atoms is called bond energy. Okay, so what are the units for bond energy here? The units of bond energy is kilojoule per moles. Okay, so this is another parameter. So what is the relationship between bond length and bond energy? Means bond length and bond energy, they consist inverse relationship. That means if bond length is more, the bond energy decreases. If bond length decreases, means bond energy increases. So they consist inverse relationship. Next we are going to discuss about bond angle. I have to go to discuss about bond angle. Okay, so bond angle means the angle between the bonds around the central atom. The angle between the bonds around the central atom is called bond angle. Okay, so I am writing here definition also. The angle between bonds around the central atom is called bond angle. So if I am taking example, beryllium chloride. So what is the bond angle in beryllium chloride? So beryllium chloride consists of linear structure. So around the beryllium atom, two bonds are there. So what is the angle between these two bonds? Means 180 degrees. Okay, so here what is bond angle? Bond angle between bonds around the beryllium, 180 degrees. Okay, I am taking another example, example 2, boron trifluoride also. Okay, so in boron trifluoride, each fluorine atom is arranged like this. Okay, so what is the angle between bonds? Means 120 degrees here. Okay, 120 degrees. So here bond angle is 120 degrees. Okay, so these are the bond parameters. Okay, thanks. Okay, we have to welcome to online classes DO Nalgonda. This is P. Prasad from TSMS Bottalapalam. So today I am going to discuss about formation of valence bond theory. Okay, so valence bond, before knowing valence bond theory, we have discussed about the formation of a covalent bond. So today what tells us valence bond theory means? Valence bond theory tells us how the covalent bond is formed, how the sharing of electrons takes place between atoms. Okay, first of all, the valence bond theory, the covalent bond is formed by partial merging of atomic orbitals is called overlapping of atomic orbitals. Okay, that means covalent bond, how the covalent bond is formed means the partial merging. Partial merging means when these two atoms comes closer, their atomic orbitals partially merges, అంటే కొంచెం కలిసిపోతాయి. ఆ కొంచెం కలవడాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే ఓవర్లాపింగ్ ఆఫ్ అటామిక్ ఆర్బిటాల్స్ అంటాం. సో ద ఓవర్లాపింగ్ అటామిక్ ఆర్బిటాల్స్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ opposite spin. That means one electron should be clockwise direction, another electron should be anti-clockwise direction. That means opposite spin. Okay, so what are the types of overlappings is possible between atoms means SS overlapping. That means one s orbital overlaps with the another atom of s orbital. Next, sp overlapping. Sp overlapping means one s orbital overlaps with the p orbital of another atom. pp overlapping means one p orbital overlaps with the p orbital of another atom. Okay, these are the types of overlapping. In that I am taking the first one, SS overlapping. What is called SS overlapping means, for that I am taking example, formation of hydrogen molecule. So to form hydrogen molecule, two hydrogen atoms are required. So what is the atomic number of hydrogen? Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So what is the electronic configuration? 1s1. That means in s orbital it should have only one single electron. That means unpaired electron. Okay, so when these two atoms comes closer, okay, two atoms comes closer, hydrogen atoms comes closer, so one electron should have clockwise direction, that means a parallel spin. So another electron should have anti-parallel mean. Okay, that means anti-clockwise direction. So when these two atoms comes closer, these two electrons are shared between the two hydrogen atoms. That means these two atoms comes closer, the orbitals partially merges here. That is called overlapping. That is called overlapping. రెండు ఆర్బిటార్లు పార్షల్గా మెర్జ్ అవుతాయి. ఆ మెర్జ్ కావడాన్ని ఓవర్లాపింగ్ అంటాం. ఈ విధంగా షేరింగ్ అనేది జరగడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ H2 మాలిక్యూల్. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ ఆల్సో formation of SS overlapping. Next example I am taking SP overlapping. SP overlapping. The second example is SP overlapping. SP overlapping. So for that I am taking formation of HF molecule. HF molecule. Second one is SP overlapping. For that I am taking the example is formation of HF molecule. So to form HF molecule, one hydrogen atom, one fluorine atoms are required. So what is the atomic number of hydrogen? Its atomic number is 1. So it's what is the electronic configuration? 1s1. So what is the shape of s orbital? Means spherical. It consists an electron in clockwise direction. Okay, next what is another atom is here? Fluorine. Its atomic number is 9. Atomic number is 9. Its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So 2p5 here we have to write expanding. Okay, we have, when we have expands 2p5, that is 2px2, 2py2, 2pz1. So in which orbital have unpaired electron? That means 2pz have unpaired electron. That means single electrons. Okay, so now 2pz orbitals overlaps with the s orbital of hydrogen atom. So what is the shape of p orbital? Means dumbbell shape. Okay, it should have anti-parallel spin. That means anti-clockwise direction. So when these two atoms comes closer, when hydrogen atom, fluorine atom comes closer, the overlapping takes like this. Okay, so first I am writing 1s orbital of hydrogen atom. Next the 2pz orbital of the 2pz orbital of fluorine atom, hydrogen atom, fluorine atom. Okay, 1s orbital of hydrogen atom, pz orbital of fluorine atom. When these two atoms comes closer, partial merging, overlapping takes place. Okay, like this. Okay, overlapping takes place. That means the electron pair is shared between them. Okay, it is also represented by symbols also. This is called hydrogen atom, this is fluorine atom. Okay, like this HF molecule is formed. Okay, so next I am going to discuss about PP overlapping. PP overlapping. The third type of overlapping is PP overlapping. PP overlapping. So for that I am taking the formation of F2 molecule. F2 molecule. So to form F2 molecule, how many fluorine atoms are required? 2 fluorine atoms are required. So what is the atomic number of fluorine? Fluorine atomic number is 9. Its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2p y2 2p z1. Okay, so when two fluorine atoms comes closer, in 2p z orbital it have one unpaired electron. Okay, these unpaired electrons orbitals overlaps each other of two fluorine atoms. Okay, so this is the 2pz orbital of first fluorine atom. Next, this is the 2pz orbital of second fluorine atom. When these two atoms comes closer, these two orbitals, these two valence orbitals overlapping takes place like this. Okay, by partial merging, that means by overlapping. Okay, here which orbitals overlaps? P orbital and p orbital. So it is called pp overlapping. pp overlapping. Next, I am taking another example for pp overlapping, formation of O2 molecule. The second example is formation of O2 molecule. O2 molecule. Okay, so to form O2 molecule, how many oxygen atoms are required? 2 oxygen atoms are required. So what is the atomic number of oxygen? Oxygen atomic number is 8. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. That means in 2p by 2pz orbitals, these two orbitals have unpaired electrons. So now they are ready to overlap with other orbitals, other of oxygen atoms. Okay, so when two atoms comes closer, what is the shape of p orbitals? Dumbbell. Okay, so let this is 2py. Okay, this is 2pz. 2py, 2pz lies perpendicular to each other. Okay, so 2py has one unpaired electron, 2pz has one unpaired electron. So we have to take same another oxygen atom also consists same 2py and 2pz. So they should have opposite spin. So this fluorine atom has clockwise direction of electrons, so it should have anti-clockwise direction. So when these two atoms comes closer, here two shade pairs are possible. Okay, so the 2py, the 2py of both oxygen atoms overlaps in the end to end overlapping. Okay, end to end overlapping. Next, the 2pz orbitals overlaps with sidewise overlap. Okay, it is called sidewise overlapping. So what is the symbolic representation of this overlapping? Means in between two oxygen atoms, two shade pairs are there. Okay, one is end to end overlapping, another one is sidewise overlapping. That means a double covalent bond is formed. Double covalent bond is formed between two oxygen atoms. Okay, so next I am taking another example is formation of N2 molecule. That means nitrogen molecule. Formation of nitrogen molecule. So to form nitrogen molecule, two nitrogen atoms are required. So now what is the atomic number of nitrogen? Atomic number is 7. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So these three 2p orbitals have unpaired electrons. So now they are ready to overlap. Okay, with other atoms 2p orbitals. Okay, so the 2p orbitals, how they lies? The each p orbitals lies perpendicular to each other. Okay, perpendicular to each other. So let this is 2px, this is 2py, and this is 2pz. So each orbital have unpaired electron. Okay, same we have to take another nitrogen atom. Okay, let this is 2px, this is 2py, this one is 2pz. These electrons should have with anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So when these two atoms comes closer, three types of overlappings will be possible. Okay, the 2px of one fluorine, one oxygen atom, the 2px of another oxygen atom overlaps like this. Okay, 2px, this is called 2px overlapping, 2px, end to end overlapping. But in the case of 2py, which type of overlapping is possible? Sidewise overlapping. Sidewise overlapping is possible. So let this is called 2py overlapping. 2pz, also sidewise overlapping is possible. Sidewise overlapping is formed. So in the symbolic representation means, let this is nitrogen atom, this is also called nitrogen atom. So in between 2px, end to end overlapping. Okay, it is one shade paired. In between 2py, another shade paired. In between 2pz, another shade paired. So how many bond pairs are there in between two nitrogen atoms? 3 bond pairs are there. So that means triple covalent bond is formed between two nitrogen atoms. So these are the examples for the formation of covalent bond by overlapping of atomic orbitals. Okay, thanks. Welcome to online classes DO Nalgonda. This is P. Prasad from TSMS Bottalapalam. Today I am going to discuss hybridization, the concept of hybridization. Hybridization means the process of intermixing of atomic orbitals resulting in the formation of new set of hybrid orbitals which have equal energy and shape. Okay, so that means the new atomic orbitals formed which have equal energy and shape. Next we have to go to types of hybridization. So based on the hybridization, there are several types of hybridization. In that we have sp hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization. So sp hybridization means if one s orbital, one p orbital intermixes and forms two new set of hybrid orbitals, it is called sp hybridization. So these two sp hybrid orbitals are arranged in the space linear. Okay, so next what is called sp2 hybridization means if one s orbital intermixes with two p orbitals, so then three new set of orbitals will be formed. These hybrid orbitals are called sp2 hybrid orbitals. Next to sp3 hybridization, that means if one s orbital intermixes with three p orbitals, these four orbitals intermixes and forms four new set of orbitals called sp3 hybrid orbitals which have equal energy and shape. They are arranged in the space in the tetrahedral manner. So sp hybrid orbitals are arranged in the linear shape. sp2 hybrid orbitals are arranged in the trigonal planar shape. sp3 hybrid orbitals are arranged in the tetrahedral manner. So now we have to go to discuss each hybridization with one example. Okay, so first of all I am taking sp hybridization with the example of formation of BeCl2 molecule. Okay, so sp hybridization, so what is the example for the sp hybridization? Formation of BeCl2 molecule, beryllium dichloride molecule. So in the beryllium dichloride, what is the central atom? Beryllium is the central atom. Beryllium is central atom. So it undergoes in the hybridization. So what is the atomic number of beryllium? Beryllium atomic number 4. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px0, 2py0, 2pz0. It is called ground state electronic configuration. Ground state electronic configuration. So in the ground state, it doesn't have unpaired electrons to formation the bond. So it goes to excited state. In the excited state, what happens? One of the 2s electron enters into 2px electron to get a unpaired electron. So what is the excited state electronic configuration means? 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0, sorry, 2py0 and 2pz0. Okay, this is called excited state electronic configuration. So which orbitals have unpaired electrons? Here 2s and 2px. These two orbitals have unpaired electrons. So these orbitals undergoes hybridization. Okay, these orbitals involves in the hybridization. So first of all, how these orbitals undergoes in hybridization means here the 2s orbital of beryllium atom and px orbital of beryllium atom, 2px orbital of beryllium atom undergoes in the intermixes and forms two new set of hybrid orbitals. They are called also sp hybrid orbitals. Sp hybrid orbitals which have equal energy and equal shape. Equal energy and equal shape. Okay? Equal energy and equal shape. So equal energy and equal shape. These two sp hybrid orbital. Okay? So these electrons also equally distributed in the each sp hybrid orbitals. This is called beryllium atom. Next, which atoms forms bonds with beryllium atom? Chlorine atom. Chlorine atom. So then what is the atomic number of chlorine? Chlorine atomic number is 17. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. So which orbital have unpaired electron in the chlorine atom? Means here 3pz orbital have unpaired electron. So it is ready to form the bond. It is ready to overlap. So 3pz orbital, what is the shape of 3pz orbital? Dumbbell shape. So the 3pz orbitals of chlorine atom overlaps with sp hybrid orbital of beryllium atom like this, as shown in the figure. Okay, these two are the sp hybrid orbitals of beryllium atom, which consist unpaired electrons, and the 3pz orbital of chlorine atom. The 3pz of chlorine atoms also consist unpaired electrons. So these two 3pz orbitals, overlaps with sp hybrid orbitals of beryllium atom. Okay, like this. So here this diagram, what is the central? Beryllium. It is bonded with 3pz of chlorine and bonded with here 3pz of chlorine atom. So this is the structure of beryllium dichloride. So here what is the bond angle between two bonds? 180 degrees. So then we can say the shape of beryllium chloride is linear structure. What is the bond angle? Bond angle is 180 degrees. Okay. So if a molecule involves in the sp hybridization, its shape is always linear, its bond angle is 180 degrees. Next we have to go to discuss sp2 hybridization. Which hybridization? sp2 hybridization, by taking example of formation of boron trichloride. Formation of boron trichloride molecule. So for this example, what is formation of boron trichloride molecule? Boron trichloride molecule. So B boron trifluoride molecule. In the textbook we have example boron trifluoride. So here what is the central atom? The central atom is boron. Now we have to see the electronic configuration of boron. So boron atomic number 5, its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py0, 2pz0. It is called ground state electronic configuration. Okay. So here boron atom have one unpaired electron, but boron formed here 3 bonds. So it requires 3 unpaired electrons. For that, so it goes in excited state. One of the 2s electron enters into 2py. So then electronic configuration becomes 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0. It is called excited state electronic configuration. In excited state, boron have 3 unpaired electrons, one in 2s1, 2 in 2px1 and 2py1. So that means it undergoes in the sp2 hybridization. So boron atom involves in the sp2 hybridization. So one s orbital plus 2 p orbitals intermixes and forms 3 new set of hybrid orbitals which are arranged in the trigonal planar shape. These 3 orbitals intermixes and becomes like this and arranged in the trigonal planar shape, which have equal energy and shape. So these 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, now have to overlap with the fluorine atom. Okay. So now what is the atomic number of fluorine? Fluorine atomic number is 9. Its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz1. So fluorine atom has one unpaired electron in the 2pz orbital. So now the 3 2pz orbitals overlaps with the 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of boron. So like this. Okay. Okay. What is the central atom here? Boron. So here one bond is formed with fluorine and another bond is formed with another fluorine, another bond is formed with another fluorine. So here what is the bond angle between fluorine atoms? 120 degrees around the boron. So here what is the shape of the molecule? Shape is trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. Next, what is the bond angle here? Bond angle is 120 degrees. Bond angle is 120 degrees. In boron trifluoride, boron atom undergoes sp2 hybridization. These 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals overlaps with 3 2pz orbitals of fluorine atom. 3 2pz orbitals of fluorine atom in the which manner? Trigonal planar manner. Okay. So next we have to go to discuss sp3 hybridization with the example of formation of CH4 molecule. CH4 molecule. Okay. So CH4 molecule hybridization. Now we have to go to sp3 hybridization. So formation of CH4 molecule. How the CH4 molecule form means, here what is the central atom in the CH4? Yes, carbon is the central atom. Central atom. So its atomic number is 6. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0. It is also called ground state electronic configuration. In excited state, one of the 2s electron enters into 2pz. One of the 2s electron enters into 2pz orbital. Okay. Now electronic configuration becomes 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So now it becomes excited state. It is called excited state electronic configuration. Okay. So now here in excited state, 4 unpaired electrons are present in the valence shell of carbon. These 4 valence orbitals, what are they? 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz. These 4 orbital intermixes and forms 4 new hybrid orbitals which have equal energy and equal shape. It is called sp3 hybridization. Why? Because one s orbital, 3 p orbitals. So sp3. That's why we say as a sp3. So s orbital of next, that means s means here 2s. Next to 2px, 2py, 2pz. These 3 orbitals. One s orbital, 3 p orbital intermixes and forms 4 new set of hybrid orbitals which are arranged in the tetrahedral shape. Okay, which are arranged in the tetrahedral shape. Okay. So each sp3 hybrid orbital consists of one unpaired electron in the carbon atom. So now these orbitals are ready to form bond with 4 hydrogen atoms. Okay, 4 hydrogen atoms. Now what is the atomic number of hydrogen? Hydrogen atomic number is 1. Its electronic configuration is 1s1. Next, what is the shape of s orbital? Spherical. So here hydrogen atom also in the s orbital it consists one unpaired electron. So the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals of carbon overlaps with 4 s orbitals of hydrogen atom and forms a CH4 molecule. So like this. Okay, each orbital have one unpaired electron in the clockwise direction. So hydrogen atom s orbital overlaps with sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon like this. Okay, so what is the central atom here? Carbon. Next, which orbitals overlapped with carbon sp3 hybrid orbital means hydrogen atoms. So how they are arranged around the central atom, in which manner? Tetrahedral manner. So then what is the shape of the molecule? Tetrahedral. So here what is the bond angle between two hydrogen atoms means bond angle. It is also called bond angle. Here bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Okay, this is formation of sp3 hybridization. So in CH4 carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization, one s orbital, 3 p orbital intermixes, and these 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals are arranged in the tetrahedral manner. Okay, so these sp3 hybrid orbitals can be overlapped by s orbitals of hydrogen atom, 4 s orbitals. So finally we get the shape of the molecule tetrahedral, bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. This is example for the sp3 hybridization. Okay, thank you.